Hello and welcome to another Asymod video. Today we're featuring the RCI 69 base, and we have installed the Asymod 6 internally, and we've installed the DAR package on this 69 base. This is Robert's 69 base, and he requested Asymod 6 with the DAR package, and we went ahead and installed it. This particular radio is not like the 2995 that we have the side here nice and clear to mount the Asymod. We had to actually move two boards over. As you can see, we had to move this board that was mounted on this side and this board here, as you can see. We've installed all the hi-fi mods necessary and all the signal wires for the mode switching, your 6 kHz filter right there. As you can see, the finals right there. The tuning circuit has been beefed up with nice, bigger, thicker coils, and this radio easily does anywhere from 60 to 80 watts of output power. Here in the front panel, you have the standard DAR controls, your demod, your Asymod, and your record functions. In this particular radio, we've installed a new recorder. There's a new small compact Asymod recorder, nice and simple, gets the job done. About 3.6 kHz of audio with a 10-second record time. Get your in and out levels. They have to be adjusted once the user gets it and adjusts his levels. Here on the rear panel, we installed the VFO whine switch and your line end connector. And we'll take a look at the underside of the radio now. The Asymod DAR RCI 69 base. On the foil side of the PC board, we have installed the AM demodulator right here. We had to actually install the jumper, cut the trace, put a jumper from one side to the other into the coax, and put the AM demodulator right there with the coax going straight out to the front panel for the tone control and audio control. Over here, we have the return from the AM demodulator as we feed it back into the audio amp. And over here, we have the speaker disable switch, which is a relay that when you go on TX, it cuts out the speaker from the radio, but not the headphone. That way you can monitor yourself. But when you unplug the headphone, it won't feed back through the speaker when you're transmitting. We have here a couple other mods that were necessary. For example, this one mutes the signal meter when you're on the receive mode, mutes your line in audio from going and deflecting on the receive signal meter while on receive mode. This other mod simply just feeds the FM audio. This mod here disables your audio amp while on other modes other than AM. This one here will trigger your relay to disable the speaker while on TX. And this one here will feed your switch in the back to supply voltage to your VFO whine section. The PA jack here is now been converted to a PTT switch. Which runs over here. Here we have Robert's RCI 69 base, and we've installed the DAR package in it with the Asymod 6. Demod, Asymod, and recorder playback. We've also installed the PTT mouse as per Robert's request, and we'll go ahead and run some tests on it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set the Asymod for a 1 watt carrier. So first thing, bring all the Asymod controls counterclockwise. We're going to go ahead and key up the microphone and set our reference on the oscilloscope. We bring up the carrier until we see 1 watt on the bird. Right there. Obviously our reference has already been set, otherwise we would have to bring it up to 2 divisions right there, to that line and to that line. Right there. 100% modulation will be that line, 200 that line, and 300 right up there. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to run the tone, an 800 hertz tone. As you can see, our audio envelope is beginning to get modulated, and bring down the monitor level here. What we need to do is raise up our modulation as we're under modulating. We're about 70% modulation there. We'll bring up the modulation until we hit the 100% modulation mark right there. And if we look at the bird, now we have exactly 4 watts of PEP power. Right there, 100% modulation. At this point, if you want to sound louder, you can add some asymmetry and add gain to your positive peaks. As you will see, as I raise up the asymmetry, that's 150%, that's 200%, that's 250, that's 300. So we'll go ahead and put it around 150 right there. That puts us from a 1 watt carrier to 10 watts PEP on the bird. Alright, so we'll go ahead and unkey. And now we will test out the audio coming from the hand microphone, the hand mic. And we first unplug our line-in connector. That will enable the front mic jack, and we can talk out of the front microphone. So right now we'll key up. We'll start recording on Vegas so we can see what it sounds like. Start recording, and I'll key up.
Audio test 1, 2. This is the hand mic. We'll raise up the record level a little bit as we're a little low on the audio. That's a little better. Audio test 1, 2, 3. This is the hand mic running the RCI 69 base with the DAR package and the Asymod 6. Okay, now let's go ahead and plug in the line-in connector and run Pro Tools with the RE20.
Okay, so now we'll be using the mouse PTT. We'll connect the line-in connector. We'll disable our signal generator and enable our microphone. And now we'll key up using the PTT mouse and run the RE20, see what it sounds like.
So this is the RE20 mic, and right now we're receiving the audio from the Drake R8 receiver. So this is what it sounds like coming out of the Drake R8 with this Asymod RCI 69 base running the Asymod 6 and Pro Tools. So there you have it. You can see the difference in audio, and quite a bit of difference there. Very noticeable difference. But we'll go ahead and do some other tests now. We'll test out the demodulator. We'll test out the recorder playback. and see what it sounds like.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and test out the demodulator function. And we're running the splitter out of the phone jack. One is coming to my headphone, the other output's going into the laptop to record what it sounds like. Alright, so we'll go ahead and key up using first the hand mic to see what it sounds like, and we'll compare it to the hi-fi audio afterwards. So here we go. We'll start Vegas and we'll key up.
This is using the hand mic, and we're running the demodulator at this moment. And the demodulator, you got your filter. You could filter out the highs there all the way, and then you can bring back the highs right there, or filter them out right there. Keep it around 3, 4, around there is the best place. But anyways, that's what it sounds like with the stock microphone. And now we're going to try out the demodulator running the hi-fi audio.
So we'll go ahead and connect our line in connector and key up using our mouse PTT.
This is the RE20. We're recording the audio directly coming out of the demodulator. As you can see, it sounds really, really nice. This tool is very useful, and you don't have to use another radio to monitor yourself. And it's transparent, so you don't have any filters or anything taken away or adding to the audio. You hear it just as you put it into the Asymod and as it comes out of the antenna. So the demodulator function is a real useful tool for those hi-fiers out there. All right, so there you go. That's what the demod sounds like. And we'll move on to test out the recorder playback. All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and test out the recorder playback function. The conditions are closed. There's nobody on the band, so we'll have to transmit, record ourselves, and then play ourselves back to test it out. So I'll begin recording on Sony Vegas. I'll transmit and begin to record.
This is the recorder. It records at 3.6 kilohertz, and it records for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and play it back.
All right, so now I stopped recording. Now I'm going to key up again and play it back.
This is the recorder. It records at 3.6 kilohertz, and it records for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and play it back.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. Next, we'll test out upper and lower sideband. See what that sounds like. All right, so now we're at the last test. We're going to try out sideband. Right now, we're on upper sideband. We're receiving with the Drake R8 receiver. So we'll go ahead and first try it out with the hand mic. And we'll put the recording started here.
The RCI 69 base. Hi-Fi, asymmetrical AM and eSSB transceiver. With the DAR package. Alright, so that's what it sounds like. The RCI 69 base doing eSSB.